for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Here we go.
Here's the give on 3rd and short. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
3rd and inches, and you hate to see that run go backwards. I just take myself back to a huddle, and you know you're imploring your guys, listen, just give us a little bit of a push and we will move the sticks. Instead, well, the defense is energized with that stop.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. Fielded at the 11. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And the Cowboys will be backed up to begin the drive. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now Burrow. Finding Vaughn. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time.
On 1, ready?
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Gun. Shot.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Throw reeled in by Thomas. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Here we go. 12.
1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
11 MT, Kate. Here we go. 11 MT. 11 Thomas.
1st down, Burrow to throw. Into a crowd, and that pass is intercepted. Cooper to Gene in to pick it off. And the Eagles will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
I've not yet in my lifetime come across a defender who hasn't told me how great an offensive player they were back in the day. Oh, you should have seen me as a running back or wide receiver. Well, right there, that defender showed some of that background. A brilliant job of getting into the open field and setting his offense up for success. You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. He's dropping back to throw. He's trying to go deep again. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. The ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
Let's go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Cowboys might be able to get some points late after the interception. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought the defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
12, 12, 12. Stop.
On first down, here's Burrow. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
On 2.
Here comes the final play of our first half.
12. Here we go. Stop.
A final throw before the break. A massive shot towards the end zone. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. And the Eagles intercept the final throw for the end zone, and that is how our first half's going to end. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. Struggling to center it. Oh, it's loose! And they'll have great field position, Brock, after the unforced error on the kickoff. New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. Here we go. Here we go. 11 MT. Hey. 11. Stop.
Burrow setting up the play action. Looking to his fullback now. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
11 MT. 11 MT. Here we go. Stop.
Trying the right side with Vaughn. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
On 1. Ready?
3rd and just 2 to go.
Gun. Stop. Stop.
Here's Burrow. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. Dallas sends its punting unit onto the field. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Nice kick there. It's a punt of 53 yards. And they'll get ready to go on offense. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Set.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This has been a trend, yet another interception. And the Cowboys are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
And he's able to get this down to the 13. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
This offense will take that from their ground game every time. But I know, because I've been around this league a long time, runs like that, they're really hard to come by. It takes everybody. And maybe a little breakdown there on defense, too, to take advantage of.
Check.
Working quickly here.
11 Thomas. 11. Stop.
Burrow throwing out of the pistol. Touchdown, Dallas. Well, close game. They needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
The Cowboys offense remains on the field. They're going to line up and go for two here. He's throwing for it. And he brings it in, so the decision to go for two looks like a good one. They've got a 14-0 lead. The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. Starting from the 5. Returns looking good so far. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. They've got first down from the 31.
Roll.
Running this one left. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
2nd and 10 now. This ball's caught by Pickens. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Let's go now.
Back to throw. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. You got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Wallace with a return here. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Play action now. Burrow. Headed out right. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Here we go.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow again. Ferguson's got it, complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
He has the first over the middle, and he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Coming left is Vaughn. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Gun.
2nd and 8. Connection made to Vaughn. Breaks the tackle, still going. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
11 MT. Stop.
Burrow from the gun. Builds up this one off to his running back, complete. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
And the struggles continue for him tonight. He's only able to get back to the line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
11 Thomas. Stop.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th.
12. Stop.
Looking to throw. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter on this Thursday night. The Cowboys have it with a lead, but the win's not secure just yet. New set of downs for him at the 38.
It's just set. Stop.
Burrow to the air now. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
Here we go. 11 MT tape. 11 MT. Stop.
Burrow throwing again on 2nd and 10. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Well, the pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up, and it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Here we go. 11. 11. Stop.
To throw again, it's Burrow. They did it! He made the interception! Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Eagles have some new life in the 4th.
Well, I'll admit, man, I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his 3rd strike. And no, it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football.
First and 10 from the 41. Give now to the running back. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Ready up.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Ready. Take go.
They'll throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
Go!
Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1.
Come on, set! Viking 18!
They'll run for this. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a first with some room to spare.
Here we go! Bring it! Go!
Going to the ground again on first. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
3rd and long for him here. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Cowboys regain possession as he makes the 30th interception of his career. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for him.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked on the guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up. You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
Taking a deep shot here. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
He'll throw it. He's trying another one deep. They did it. He made the interception. And the Eagles have some new life in the 4th.
4 picks, 1 game. Hey, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Escapes the pocket. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
2nd and 3 now.
Bronco switch. Set.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Buys time, rolling right. Yet another interception, and that could be what does it. And the Cowboys will take over as he records his first interception of our season. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. That's incomplete. Trying to set up the screen there. This one intended for the running back. And now it's 2nd down.
Just set. 12, 12, 12. Stop.
And Out of the shotgun, Burrow. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark, really, from the first snap through this second half. There have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered, and that's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
He's back to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. He's got the first down grab and still going. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Cowboys feeling lucky with a 7-point lead. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, here we go.
Vaughn on the carry.
Well, you often see some mix, some high-percentage pass plays on first and 10. You got to keep the defense honest. They're always looking for a run in that situation and a chance to stack them up for second and long.
Back to the line they go. It's second down.
11 MT tank. Here we go. 11 MT, 11 MT.
Oh, look at this. He's set up to throw. He puts some power on a deep one. They connect on the deep shot. There it is. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the fourth. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. This one is up and good. And the Cowboys double their lead to 14. The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. This return starts at the 5. Trying to break a return. Oh, no, he lost the football! And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play.
Just look at everyone flying down the field. But when they fly down the field, they got 2 things in mind, Kate. Number 1, get the returner down. And number 2, separate the ball if you can. It's rare that it happens, but it sure is exciting when it does.
Taking the deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately no connection to be made.
And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have first and goal.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
11 Thomas.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. He's on the move. And he will score. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys have likely locked up the win right there. Joe Burrow with the touchdown. His 3rd total score this game. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Second and 10 now. And that's incomplete. 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. Looking for George Pickens that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Let's go now.
Throwing from the gun here. And there's our last-in image of this game. It's intercepted. And the Cowboys will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
This is a lonely place. And I don't know how many walking the planet have thrown 5 picks, but I'll raise my hand. I did it in an Apple Cup. And it is a lonely, humbling feeling. Everything that could go wrong, well, it's gone wrong for this quarterback today. And I hope that's the last time we see him throw a pass in this one.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. So the Cowboys come in and take this one on the road. And they take the first skirmish with their division rivals, with a chance at a sweep awaiting them later in the year in their building. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
That ground move, riding in the